Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim from DIY Dream Weddings UK, and today I'm going to show you how to make these lovely flowers. These are made out of craft foam, so just you can get that anywhere really, and hot glue, so that's what you'll need for this project. Okay, so what I've done is I've cut some pieces out already. It's like a Blue Peter moment here, but I have cut out some pieces all ready to make these flowers. Okay, so the first one I'm going to do is going to be this one here. Okay, so I've got my strips and bits and pieces cut out there, and some of the petals I've already formed. Okay, just so that it's a little bit quicker for me to do this, so it's not gonna be too laborious for you to watch. Okay, so what I've done is I'll tell you how many strips you need. So you need 24, dropping them on the floor. You need 24 of these strips cut out, okay, and they are 8.5 by so I measure in centimeters, so 8.5 centimeters by half a centimeter wide, okay, and you'll need 24 of these strips. And then what I've done is I've cut out a circle, and you need 2 of these circles, okay, and they are just over, I'd say they were about 2.7 centimeters wide, so just over 2.5 centimeters in diameter. Okay, so what I've done here is I've actually started to make the first part of the flower by making my petal and sticking it on the circle. So first of all, before I start sticking more of these on, because I've got loads here, I'm going to show you how to make these petals. So show you how to make this. Okay, so what you do is quite easy really. Just take those out of the shot a little bit so that there's not so much for the camera to focus on. Okay, so what you do is you take your strip and you just twist it and stick it like this. Okay, so it's got like a loop like this. Okay, and like I said, I use hot glue, so we just stick that like that. Okay, just stick that down like that, so it's almost crossed over, so the ends are almost crossed over. It's come apart. There we go, there we are, that's it, like that. Okay, so yeah, you need about 24 of those, and it all depends on how close you put your petals together and how you put them together as to how many you do really need, but I think it's about 24. Okay, so just gluing these petals together like this, trying to keep in the shot as well, because I know sometimes I veer off to the right a little bit. So yeah, so there we go, just sticking the, and like I said, you can get this craft foam more or less anywhere really. You can get it online, you could get it you might be able to get it in a craft shop near where you live. In the UK, I think this is, yeah, I bought this in Hobbycraft here in the UK, but this colour, I'm not sure if they've got this colour. This was in a bundle of colours in a sale. That's how I managed to get this colour. Okay, there we go. So it's just, I'm just kind of using my scraps here, but once I get a little bit of a wage in, I'm thinking I'll be able to go and buy some more new things. Okay, so anyway, this is going to lead on to something else, a different project, hopefully, which has made me think perhaps I shouldn't have done this last. So I'm just going to take this apart because I'm thinking, that's glued together now. Oh, I wanted to link the flowers together. I've got this idea. I might actually cut another strip out before I stick it all together, but to link the flowers together, you see they're looped, link the petals together and make a bouquet out of them, and that's probably going to be my next the next project you see on here. Excuse me, you know, you get something in your throat and it's a bit dry, so there we go. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to stick these pieces on that I've got here around the edge of my circle. Okay, so that's what we do with this. That's how we put this together. I was going to show you how I link them together, but now I've glued them all. I might have to cut another strip out to do that, but there we are. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. So we're just going to basically just stick these on around the edge of the circle. Okay. So yeah, let me know how you are. Oh, we can't. Well, yeah. Put in the comments below if you like this video. If you come on, I'm thinking it's alive and it's not alive because I'm so used to doing lives on Facebook. But yeah. So yeah. So just putting these on around the edge of our circle like this. I'm hoping that this is a little bit far apart, these two, but we'll see how it works. It does vary. It's to do with the position of your petals as to how many you need. Okay, it really is to do with how you glue these on as to how many you need to cut out. So yeah, so just going round. Like this. Okay. One more. I wonder if I can get two on there. Whether because I spaced that out a bit. I think I might just about get two on there. So just do that. You only need a tiny bit of glue, really. You don't need a lot of glue. Just enough just to stick those on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, so I've got more on there than I did last time. So I might need to cut some more out. Okay, so then what I do is I stick some more on the in between like this. So we go along and we stick some more petals in between these ones. Okay, like this. Okay. Yeah, so these hopefully are going to be part of a bouquet in one of my next videos. I'm still in the middle of designing the bouquet. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I have drawn it out, but I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, I think we're running out of these petals already, but we're just... See, it all does, like I said, it does depend on the position that you decide to put your petals on as to... so they kind of move over a bit as you're putting them down sometimes. Yeah, so I wanted the flowers to kind of cascade a little bit on this bouquet, but I'm thinking how I'm going to do the top of it, whether I'm going to do it as a conventional round one and have the flowers hanging down from a round bouquet, or whether I'm going to do a big flower at the top and lots of little ones at the bottom. So it's there we are, so there's quite a lot on there. And then what I did was I stuck a small circle in the middle there, which I actually did freehand. So I just drew it out on some foam. So I'm going to do it on this piece here because it's a free piece here. Because we don't want it too big. We want it to just about cover the bit in the centre there. So that it looks like this, similar to this. And I think I put less petals on that one, but we'll see. So we're just going to cut that out, and hopefully that will be big enough for the centre of our flower, just to cover the little bits up in the middle. Yeah, that sort of works. Okay, so I might make that a bit bigger. I could make it a little bit bigger, shall we? Should we do that a bit bigger? Just so it covers up the ends. Let's do that. Just a little bit. It just needs to come out a bit more. Just a bit more wider. See, that works. Because what you want to do really is cover up all the untidiness in the middle there. So that kind of works there. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that on there. See what I mean? I seem to go off to the right. I don't know why that is. So put some glue on there like that. And stick that down like that. Okay. So that's the centre of your flower. You could leave that like that, but what I actually did was I did a piece on the back. So I did a piece like this on the back. So what I did was I turned this over, and then I stuck some petals on this side as well. Okay, so I'm going to do that with this one, like that. I might have to draw some more out. I always end up with less rather than more, but that's okay. We'll draw them out if we have to. So yeah, just basically stick these on like this. I suppose it's good that I have to draw them out, because then you can see how I measured them and everything. Also, I could perhaps leave one of the loops open and then loop it onto the other flower, so it gives me the opportunity to do that. So we do that. We need some more petals, but what I do afterwards is I just stick that on the top there, and there's your flower. Okay, so I'm going to just draw some more of these strips out for these petals, so I can make some more. And what I did was I had 8.5 long, okay, which is pretty much, that is where I measured my other ones, along here. And then I measured along the top, and how many do we need? I think we need 4. So I measured 0.5 centimetre along the top. So just measured, so I did 4 dots 0.5 centimetre apart. Okay, so if I don't know if you can see that, that's what I've done there. And then I've marked here 8.5 centimetres, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the same along here. I'm going to mark 4 dots 0.5 centimetre apart along there, and then I'm going to join those up. So I'm going to join the dots up to make the strips for our petals. Okay, so that's what we do here. Okay, and then this one like this. Okay, and then just basically join that up like that, and that should give you roughly 4 strips. There we go. That should give you roughly the right sort of a measurement there that you want for your petals. Okay, doesn't matter if they're slightly thinner or slightly thicker, that it will still work. It will still work. I just think it's nice to have them the same length or similar length, just so that you have that consistency throughout your flowers, and you can sort of hang them together if you want to. So just gonna cut these apart like this, so just cutting down the lines that we've made, which are 1/2 centimetre wide. Okay, so that's those and then I'm going to make these petals up again. Okay, I'm gonna leave one of them because I want to link it onto the other flower so I can show you what I mean. Okay, so we're just gonna make those, put those together like that, and put those on there. Just measuring to see if it's right. Yeah, it's fine. This one's a little bit thin. Doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit thin. Okay. Are we still going? Yeah. Always have to check that we're still recording, because I have done it before. I just been recording and then it stops and I'm still talking, and then, you know, I'm not recording. There we go. So anyway, so yeah, we're just basically gluing these together like this. Thanks to all those new subscribers, by the way. I can see there's new subscribers on here, and it's lovely to actually, I've noticed a lot of the subscribers are from America, and I think I'd just like to say thank you. It's lovely to connect with America. That's really nice. I mean, I'm all this way in the UK, and isn't it amazing how technology works in that way? It really is. So how lovely to be able to craft knowing that people that way over the other side of the world are watching. That's really nice. So we don't need that many. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this one to one of the other flowers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that. I haven't done this before, so I'll just see how it works. Stick that on there like that. Okay, and I'm not going to actually glue that on. I'm going to link that with one of these flowers from the back. I'm going to link it from the back, okay, like this, and see how that works that way. It's just trial and error, really. I haven't actually done this to see if it works or not. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to just basically glue that. No, not my finger, because that's really hot, that glue. When you glue your finger, it's really hot. Okay, just glue that down like that. Okay, and that's linked your flower together. Okay, so before you actually glue it together, obviously you've got to, before you put your centre bit on, you've got to link it together. So that's how that will work. There we go, and that's your flower there. Okay, so that actually works quite well, linked from the back. And I didn't even plan to link it from the back like that, but you can see how that's going to work. It's going to look really nice hanging down like that. So that's first part of my bouquet plan. Okay, it might change, it might not. So that's sort of an idea that might feature in the next bouquet that I make. Okay, so that's those. And now I'm going to show you how to make this other flower, which is this one here. Okay, so for this one you need to have quite a lot of circles. So I think you need, let me just count on here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 9 circles. Okay, 9 or 10 circles you'll need for this project. The same size as the other ones I measured for the other flower, which is just over 2.5 centimetres. Okay, so then what you want to do, I'm going to show you how to make some of these petals. Okay, and they're made out of circles as well. Okay, so what you do is you just pinch your circle and then put some glue just in between there, and just glue that together like that. And that's as simple as that. That's how you make your petals, okay, for your flowers, for your flower or your flowers. So I'm going to do one more. Do I need to do another one? Yeah, I'll do one more, because the other one is for the other circle that you've got there is for the center of your flower. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that after I've glued these pieces on to make the first part of your flower. So I've already stuck this down like this. So what I'm going to do is zoom in a bit. I'm going to show you how to stick the others on. So it's very much the same as the other flower. So you just basically sticking these next to one another all the way around your flower like this. Okay, and so it's kind of done in sections. It's done in sections. These might feature on the bouquet I'm going to do as well. They might do. Okay, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. I really don't know. So we'll see. We'll see how we'll go on with that. There we go. Just gluing those on. Okay. Just a little strip of glue like that, and then just glue them on like this. Okay. All the way round. Oh, I've got a glue string there. There we go, just like that. Okay, and then this one. Well, I don't know, I wonder if I get another one in there. Get two in there when I sell it. We'll do that. We'll try and get two in there. Get another one in there. So yeah, you can do these any colour you want, depending on obviously what materials you can get your hands on, what sort of colour materials you can get your hands on. So there we are. So that's that. So that's your flower. And then what we want to do is, we've got these other ones that I've cut out, and these are smaller petals to go on the top of our flower. Okay, but before we do that, we want to make this centre bit of our flower. Okay, so let's just zoom out a bit more. There we go. And then what we do to do that is we glue our circle together. So this is mostly made out of circles, this flower. And the smaller petals I've done with a template. I just drew it out and used the same template for it. Okay, and then what you do is just tuck your ends in around one another like this, okay, to make the centre of our flower. So we're just going to put some glue on there and just stick that together there, okay, and then do the same on the other side. Maybe I should have done two separate videos for the different flowers. I don't know. I'm not sure where we are at the moment now, how long I've been on here for, but perhaps we could have done two different videos. Okay, so I'm going to just glue that. So basically you just glue that in there like that. Okay, so you just put some glue. Well, I'm going to put it in here because I think it might be easier than trying to do it around the centre of around the outside of my centre. There we go, like that. Okay, and then what we do is we stick these pieces around the top of our flower. But what I like to do first is I like to cut these points off the end like that, just so that we can line these petals right up with the edge of the centre of our flower. Okay, and I like to look and see where is that going to stick. Okay, where is that going to stick on there? And then what I do is I put some glue where I think that petal's going to stick on. Okay, and stick that down like that. Okay, and we just go all the way around, sticking our petals on, cutting the points off, and then sticking them on around the edge, so they're like right up against the centre of our flower like this. Okay. Can you see what I've done there? Okay, so we're just doing that all the way around. So they're going to just land on, these petals are going to glue onto the top of your petals underneath. So that's where you put your glue. They're a little bit fiddly to stick on, but so like that. Just don't need a lot of glue, just a little bit of glue, because this glue's quite good at sticking this foam down. Okay, so all the way round like this. Okay, nearly there. So then that's your flower done. So it's not really difficult. The longest thing is actually preparing for your flowers to be made. So just cutting these bits out can be a little bit time consuming, but once you've got them all cut out, it's really quick to put together, and it's not too fiddly. You know, some things are quite fiddly, but this isn't very fiddly at all, really. There we go. So that's that. So stick that in there, and then we've got one more here. Yeah, you can see you need 8. I think it's 8 of those. 8 of these petals to go on here. Okay, so that's better if you put your petals underneath a bit closer together, then you can stick the top ones on easier. That's a little bit of a tip there, because there was a little bit of a gap under there and it was a little bit difficult to stick that down, but we've done it. Okay, so that's your flowers. Let's just zoom out again and I can show you what we've made. Okay, so that is, oh yeah, do make sure your flowers are glued, your petals are glued down before you start moving your flowers. It's me being impatient. Okay, so that's your flowers that we made. Okay, so yeah, you can see how that might look in a bouquet together. Okay, so let me know what you thought about this project. I find these quite fun to make. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and maybe do a bouquet out of these. Yeah, do let me know what you think, and I will see you again soon. So I'll be back as soon as I can, really. Things seem to get in the way a bit, which is why I don't always come back as often as I'd like, but there we are anyway. So that's that part of the project done. Yeah, so what can I say? Thank you so much for all your support, everybody, and do let me know if there's any sort of projects you'd like to see on this channel to do with weddings, because I create bespoke wedding bouquets and connect with you online to create the bouquet of your dreams. So it's really your channel as well as mine, so it'd be nice to know if there's anything you'd like to see on here. Yeah, don't forget to click the like and subscribe if you like these videos, and I'll be back with you soon. And take care, everybody. Bye bye for now.